Hello everyone and viewers on YouTube. My name is Jose from Ask Jose, and today we're going to make a cake. I actually had a few people that wrote me on my channel asking how to make a cake. There was guys and girls, and seeing how this is the perfect time to make this cake for my friend, seeing how he's coming back home, I'm going to go ahead and make a video on it. Today what you are going to need is you're going to need your baking pan, a bowl to mix everything in, a measuring cup, 3 large white eggs, a spoon, a napkin, some flour, your cake mix, and some vegetable oil. This is what we're going to start. The number one thing you need to do before any cook or baker starts doing their thing is wash their hands. Make sure you wash your hands for at least about 20 to 25 seconds, okay? Make sure that they're very clean. Today what we're going to start off by doing is reading your box. My box is a yellow cake, which I am making. On the back of it, it tells you what you need, okay? I'm sorry that you can't see this very well on here. There's too much white. I tried to fix it. I don't know what's going on. But nevertheless, it says that you'll need 1 cup of water, a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and 3 large white eggs, which I have. So after you read what you need on your box, then you need to go ahead and preheat your oven. According to this box, I need to preheat my oven to 350, which I already did. So let's get started on the cake mix so we can start baking the cake. Okay? What you're going to do is with your napkin, you're going to wipe the bottom of your pan. Then you are going to take some vegetable oil. Let's say a capful, okay? So you're going to take your cap from your vegetable oil and you're going to pour it inside your cap. After your cap is full, then you're going to place it on the bottom of the pan. You want to make sure all that's on there. We're going to place our cap back onto our bottle. This is where the napkin comes in handy, okay? I don't know about a lot of people out there, but I personally don't like grease on my hands. I don't like to have greasy hands. So I'm going to take this napkin, fold it in half, and put my index finger. Take the oil and rub it all over the bottom of the pan. I'm going to come up through the sides, the top, and the bottom. So now I have oil all over my pan. I have it onto the bottom on all 4 edges, okay? That's what we did there. Now, here's where your flour comes in hand. You're going to take your bag of flour and you're going to put your hand in there. You're going to take a pinch, just a small pinch of flour, okay? And you're going to sprinkle it onto your baking sheet. Then you're going to take another sprinkle and sprinkle it on there. Go ahead and place your bag down. And what you're doing is you're basically moving this around. Make sure you get all of your edges, the bottom of your pan, and all of your surroundings. While you are doing this, I am going to explain why you do this. What this does is to make sure that the cake doesn't stick, okay? That was my timer for my oven, which means it's now preheated, which is a good thing to have. I'm glad they invented that beep thing so you know when your oven's hot, or sometimes people forget that their oven's on, and that beep will just let them know that it's on there. Okay? So I'm going to take my hands off. So now, as you can see, what I did is I took my flour onto the bottom of the pan and all 4 surroundings, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take my trash can and bring it over here so everyone can see what's going on next. I'm going to hit the side of my pan and the bottom of it to get all that loose flour. There is no need for all the flour, okay? So after you shake your flour, and you get that done, you're going to get your trash can out of your way, and you should have a very thin layer of flour all the way around your pan. So, we don't need the pan as of right now. We're going to go ahead and move that out of the way. Now, we're going to take our mixing bowl, which as you can see, this is a pretty nice size bowl. I like big bowls though. So, that's what we're gonna do. Sorry about this. My computer, actually freezes or kind of logs off every 5 minutes that someone's not on there. So I have to go ahead and log back on. And as I'm logging back on, I want everyone to know what we are doing next, okay? We're taking this bowl and we're gonna go ahead and mix our eggs in it. Remember, you have to have 3 eggs. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 1 egg and throw it in the trash. 2 eggs, throw the shell in the trash. 3 eggs and throw that shell in the trash. Now what we're trying to do is make sure we don't have any shells in there. I mean, everybody likes to eat cake, but they don't want to eat cake that has shells in it, alright? So now what we're going to do is we're going to open our box. Sorry to rip it off the edges, I always do it, it's a habit. So, as we're doing this, we are going to take out our package of cake mix. Everyone's cake mix is obviously going to look different. It all depends what cake you have. So now what we're doing is we're opening our cake. After we open our cake mix, we're going to go ahead and pour it in there with all of our eggs that we just put inside of our bowl. We're going to throw that away. Now, it says to add 1 cup of water. So as you take your measuring cup, put 1 cup of water in it and pour your 1 cup of water inside the eggs and the cake mix. Now on the directions, it also said to have 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. So I'm taking my vegetable oil inside my measuring cup and let it go until it hits 1/3 cup. Once I got 1/3 cup, I'm going to put it inside my mix, okay? And I'm going to put my measuring cup over here because I'm no longer going to need it. Now, we're going to mix it. Some people like mixers, other people like spoons. I just prefer to take a spoon. What you do is I'm slowly working on the center of the mix, and then it actually all comes into you. So during this process of mixing, what you're going to do is make sure all your eggs are scrambled up, make sure all of your mix has no more clumps. So that's what we're doing here. We're getting rid of the clumps, and if you're making yellow cake like I am making here, everything will turn yellow. So as I'm mixing and making sure all of my mix has no more clumps in it, this process will take about 2 to 3 minutes of mixing. We're just mixing along, making sure all of our clumps get out. You don't want any clumps inside of your cake mix. You want everything to be nice and smooth. Once you have everything mixed and everything is nice and smooth, what you're going to do is you are going to take your baking sheet that had your flour in. Remember, there's not a lot of flour that you need in there. You just need 2 pinches of your hand of it, and take the remains of it and shake it into your trash can. Once you got all of your lumps out of your your mix, you're going to go ahead and put that inside of your cake pan. Okay? So we're going to take all of this, and we're going to take all of our mix and put it into our pan. Now, we're going to shake it around, make sure it gets everywhere, sure it forms into the bottom of your pan correctly, and as you can see, I am done with that part. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my oven. Before I end this video, I want to go through the steps one more time, and then after you're done putting your cake pan into your oven and letting it bake for about 30-35 minutes once it's fluffy. I actually have toothpicks I put in my cake to make sure it's clean. If it comes out clean, then it's done. If there's a little cake on there, then it needs to be a little bit longer. While that's going on, you can enjoy licking your bowl, you know, and eating it and everything. But it's just 1 cup of water, a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, a little bit of flour on the bottom of your pan, mix it all together, put it in your pan and put it in your oven, and you'll be on your way. After your cake is done, all you gotta do is frosting it, decorate it however you want to, and enjoy your cake. I hope everybody learned how to make a cake, and I hope everyone enjoyed this video. So I'm closing for now, and remember, my name is Jose from Ask Jose, and you can always ask me anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.